Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have another budget store find. This time it's Who's to Blame logic game, Cat Crimes, 40 crimes to solve from beginner to expert. This game is from ages 8 to adult, or it's even good for one player. Brought to you by ThinkFun. Who's to Blame logic game, steps to play, what's included. So let's take a look what it says. Steps to play. It says select a challenge card and place its corresponding crime token on the game board. Using the clues on the challenge card, determine where to place each of the cat tokens around the game board. Once you've satisfied all of the clues and can identify the cat sitting in front of the crime token, you win. So let's see what it says over here. Tangled yarn and a missing bird. Which of the 6 furry friends was responsible for each cat crime? With a little problem solving, you'll be able to use paw prints, toy placement, and other clues to figure out exactly where each cat was sitting at the time of the crime. Again, this is going to be, you have 40 challenges in the game with 4 different levels: beginner, advanced, intermediate, and expert. So there's a little bit of example of that. Again, I picked this one up for $2.40 and 25% off. Okay, so let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. Again, this game is brought to you by ThinkFun, real quick. And of course, for more information about this game, you can go to thinkfun.com. Who's ThinkFun? ThinkFun is the world leader in addictively fun games that stretch and sharpen your mind. From lighting up young minds to creating fun for the whole family. ThinkFun's innovative games and mobile apps make you think while they make you smile. Okay, so let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. So right off the bat, we have our rule book. Who's to Blame logic game, Cat Crimes, instruction manual. So as you guys know, I had my cat Rosie, who passed away, and then I have adopted several more kittens, and they're running around the house as we actually speak. But as you know, I have affinity towards feline cat, felines, and we love our cats just like they're parts of our family. So the reality is that whenever I see a game dealing with cats and stuff like that, my kids go crazy for it. So that's why I picked this game up. So it says, introduction. When you agreed to pet sit your neighbor's 6 cats, you expected a relaxing weekend filled with cuddles and gentle purrs. Instead, you repeatedly find spilled coffee, broken flower pots, and a missing bird. Which of the 6 furry friends was responsible for each cat crime? These cats may be stealthy, but you've got nothing on your local deduction skills. With a little problem solving, you'll be able to use cat traits, paw prints, toy placement, and the location of other items to figure out exactly where each cat was sitting at the time of the crime. In short order, you'll be able to name the culpable cat. So we got some suspects here. We got Sassy, we got Tomcat, we've got Mr. Mittens, we've got Duchess, we've got Ginger, Pipsqueak. And it gives you a nice breakdown of how the board is set up. How to start, crime tokens, crime token placement. Your goal, use the clues given to place the cats around the edges of the game board to determine the identity of the guilty cat. And how to play, interpreting the clues, supporting evidence, crime solving guide, gives you more and more examples of gameplay. Here's some crime solving tips. Some clues state the exact location of a cat by telling you the 2 forms of evidence in front of where a cat was sitting. Start with these clues. Clues do not have to be used in the order given. Look for multiple clues that mention the same cat and see how you can use these clues together. Look to see if you can rule out placements where the information from one clue would conflict with another clue. Again, for more information about this game, go to thinkfun.com. And again, it was released in 2017. So there is your rule book. The game board is relatively small. Nice thick cardboard. Nice diagram and nice pictures on it here. Very, very nicely laid out game board. It's got a piece in the middle, so it's a two-step game board, which is really nice. All right, so put that down here. We've got our cat clues. We got a spilled coffee cup, looks like. Got some yarn all tangled up. Let's see what we got here. Oh, somebody was messing around with knocked the fish tank over. Now, anyone who has a cat knows that they get into, oh, we got a hairball there in the shoes and on the side of the shoes. Maybe even a piece of poo over there. That was attached to one of their legs. The bird is missing from the bird cage. And of course, we've got the cracked flower pot as well. And anyone who has ever owned a cat knows that cats can be very playful and can get themselves into some trouble. You also have your feline friends, which we have here. So we have Pipsqueak. These are nice, thick cardboard. Nice and sturdy. So you got Pipsqueak. You got Ginger. You've got Mr. Mittens. You've got Duchess. You've got Sassy. Again, front and back are the same. And you've got Tomcat. So those are all your choices. And the bases are very easy to put together. Basically take this cat here, put that in the bag, and they stand up nice and tall. There you have it. And a couple more of those, one for each cat. And then you have your challenge cards. So I don't want to give too much away, but I'm going to show you. Again, there's difficulty level. So they got green, yellow, blue, and red. So again, you got the green for beginner, yellow for intermediate, blue for advanced, and the expert. So let's just take a look at some of these cards so we get an idea what they look like. Okay, so on the front you have the title from what level of gameplay it is. It has the number of the events, which type of token you're going to need to use. All right. Who ruined the shoes? Mr. Mittens and Pipsqueak were upstairs sleeping. Tomcat was sitting in front of the catnip and sock. Sassy was sitting across from Tomcat. Ginger was sitting next to the fishbowl. Duchess was sitting to the left of Sassy. So it gives you the instructions there. You got to try to figure out who ruined the shoes. And then, of course, they give you a picture as to who is where and who's sitting where. And there's your setup of the game board. So that's beginner one. So who ruined the shoes, who spilled the coffee, who ate the bird, again, who ate the bird, who ruined the shoes, who swallowed the fish, who broke the flower pot, who ruined the shoes, who broke the flower pot, who spilled the coffee this time. Again, then for then you have your immediate level. Actually, I say intermediate level, which is number 11. So you got the bird cage there. Who ate the bird? Tomcat and Mr. Mittens were upstairs sleeping. No cat was sitting in front of the fishbowl. Ginger was not sitting next to any cats. Sassy was sitting between two cats. Duchess was sitting near claw marks. Pipsqueak was sitting in front of either the ball and paw print or the catnip and the claw marks. So it gets a little more challenging as to where they're sitting and what's going on. Again, the back tells you right there. So again, who ate the bird, who swallowed the fish, who broke the flower pot, who ruined the shoes, who spilled the coffee, who ruined the shoes, and of course, who unraveled the yarn. Then go to advanced, again, set up the same way. Who ruined the shoes, who unraveled the yarn. But as you can tell, it goes from only a couple instructions to a lot more instructions. So who broke the flower pot, unraveled the yarn, swallowed the fish, ruined the shoes, ate the bird, unraveled the yarn, ruined the shoes, ruined the shoes. And the expert gets really, really hard. Let's take a look at one of those. It says, who swallowed the fish? Tomcat was not sitting next to Mr. Mittens. Only cats with white paws were sitting in front of mice. Ginger was sitting across from a cat wearing a bow. Pipsqueak was sitting across from a cat with white paws. Mr. Mittens was sitting 3 seats from Duchess. And flip that over, and there you go. Now I see that there's a cat over here in the corner. I'm curious as to whether or not that is the guilty party. I don't know, though. I don't know. So who swallowed the fish? Spilled the coffee, unraveled the yarn, ruined the shoes, swallowed the fish, spilled the coffee, and who broke the flower pot? So you get your box, flip that, and you also get your investigation cards. So this is everything that's included, and this concludes our unboxing of the board game Cat Crimes. Who's to Blame? Logic game. It's for 1 to multiple players, ages 8 to an adult. Brought to you by Think Fun. As always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you could always give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Also, you can always hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.